Hello, you wonderful learning individuals. How are you all doing today? It is so great to have you here. Thank you also so much for pressing the play button. I am Johnny, your host with HomeCountry Mathematics. Now, let us learn some math together, shall we? Okay, all right, excitement. Hello, guys and gals. Thank you so much for stopping by, learning along with the channel. That is so appreciated. So appreciated. I love it. We are on Unit A, Section 1-8. The topic is volume. All right, let's go. Definition of volume. In mathematics, volume is the measure of the total three-dimensional space an object occupies or a container can hold. Essentially, how much stuff fits inside. Measured in cubic units like cubic centimeters or cubic meters, cubic inches. It's the 3D equivalent of area, which is a 2D space, and is calculated by multiplying length, width, and height for rectangular shapes. Volume equals length times width times height for a cuboid. Cuboid? Or using specific formulas for spheres, cones, etc. Key aspects of volume. Space occupied. It quantifies the space taken up by solids, liquids, or gases. All right. What else can we say about volume? Volume is the measure of space occupied by a solid. Volume is measured in cubic units. The prism at the right has a volume of, well, let me just share this. What am I doing reading it, Bob? Here we go. A visual for you. All right. The last few sections, we've been working with 2D or 2 dimensions, like a flat plane surface. So if you look at this 3D object, right, we have 3 dimensions. X, Y, Z, if you will, or X, Y, this would be Z. Okay, Z, Z, tomatoes, tomatoes, potatoes, potatoes. It doesn't really matter, boys and girls, because you know what? It all cooks the same. All right, so imagine this is our 2D, what we've been working with. We've been calculating perimeter and area and such, okay? Okay, let's work in 3 dimensions. All right. Example, find the volume of the rectangular prism. Okay, so, I guess I could attempt to do this. I'm going to try. It'd be nice if I could just copy the lines down. It would definitely be easier. Nope. It's close though. There we go. And then I would just have to kind of trim a little bit here. Do a little trimming. What? Oh, that worked. Okay. Good enough. Okay, so they give us, commonly we would look at this as the length, this is the width, and this is the height. Okay? Now length and width has, is that gonna work? Not, actually, I got that wrong, incorrect. This would be the width. And this would be the height. I guess we could call it the height. We kind of flopped it over, you know. So in 2 dimensions, we've been working with this flat plane surface, right? Length times width gives us the area of this face, right? The face of this cube. Cuboid. The cuboid. Alright, so I kind of just flopped this over. The height, if I rotated this 90 degrees, the height would be vertical. Alright, so volume equals length times width, that's 2D. And to get the 3rd dimension, we multiply it by the height. All right, so they've given us, let's see, length is 4 feet. I could write the values. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna write it here, okay? Hope you guys don't mind. So the length, 4 feet. Our units are feet, okay? Okay, 4 times the width is 3, and the height is 2. Okay, now this being multiplication, it doesn't matter the order that you multiply values, you're still going to end up with the same answer. I could go 4 times 3 first, or I could go 4 times 2 first, or I could go 3 times 2 first, and so on, right? It's multiplication. It doesn't matter the order. I mean, I could go 2 times 4 times 3. We're still going to end up with the same answer, okay? So 4 times 3, if you want to kind of just break it down, that's fine. 4 times 3 is 12. We still have the 2. Okay, we haven't done anything with 2 yet. So the volume of this is going to be 12 times 2. Essentially, we're doubling. Double 2 is 4. Double 1 is 2. We get 24. All right, and our units this time, right, is feet, correct. So each one of these is a foot, right? The height is a foot, the width is a foot. Okay, and you take note, we're multiplying 3 variables. All right, so what we actually have is feet. Take note, we're working with 3 dimensions now. feet times feet times feet. Okay? And that gives us feet cubed. Okay? Don't forget to wash your toes. Feet cubed. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to go right there. Good enough. 24 feet cubed. All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. We'll save that so that we don't have to keep drawing it. Because my name is Simon and I like to make drawings. If I could sing, I would be doing singing videos. Find the volume of each rectangular prism given the length, width, and height. Okay? All right. We just... Really, this is... yeah, it's super simple, guys and gals. Super simple. Definition of substitution in mathematics. In math, substitution is the process of replacing a variable in an expression or equation with a specific value or an equivalent algebraic expression. Okay? So, now the givens, I could write them, I guess. Let's see, how do I do this? L equals, W equals, and H equals. Kind of just squeeze it all here, I guess. And then I'll just go like this. There we go. There's our working space. So, length is 2 inches. And the width is 5 inches. I'm just going to use a double tick. And, oh, our height is only 1/2 of an inch. Okay. I guess we could do this doing fractions. All right, let's substitute. L is 2. W is 5. And our height is 1. Essentially, that's going to be all divided by 2. Okay? I must be careful. 2 over 1. So what we have really is this. Okay? Okay, this will work. 2 over 1, 1 over 5, and there. All right? So I hope this makes sense what I've done, right? A whole number is written like this, right? Correct? We can also write it as, in fraction form, 2 over 1. Same thing with 5. 5 over 1. And 1 over 2. Okay? Everything is in fraction form now. Okay? So I could actually do some canceling because it is multiplication and division. Multiplication and division work nicely together. They really do. So when we are working with fractions, okay, don't let it scare you. Really what you're doing is multiplying the numerator times the numerator times the numerator independently of the denominator. Okay? Kind of have to squeeze this in here. Oof. Okay. All right? And then we would multiply the denominators. All right. So what I've done is basically written it as one big fraction. Okay? We can do this. Now here you can see, because we're multiplying here, and we're also multiplying here, right? Again, with division, we can do these sort of things where we could actually cancel and do some reducing. You're going to end up reducing anyways, so you might as well go like this. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so essentially we end up with 1 and 1. Okay, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, but we have 1 times 5 times 1. This is what we have, 1 times 5 times 1. All over, well, 1 times 1 times 1, right? So we end up with 5 over 1, okay? I'm showing the long work. So 5 over 1, any value divided by 1, well, is just going to be the same answer. Our units are inches, and don't forget the cube sign. Okay, we are doing area. And hopefully we are good. All right. Sorry, not area. My bad, guys. I really gotta catch myself what I'm saying sometimes, because I'm just kind of thinking in 3D and I'm usually saying what I'm thinking. Volume. Volume. Alright, 3D volume. Area is 2D and volume is 3D. Okay? Alright, let's do another quickly. 12 centimeters. And width is 3 centimeters. That's just showing that I'm repeating the centimeters. And the height is 2 centimeters. Okay. Substituting. Length 12. Width is 3. And height is 2. All right. I could go 12 and just kind of break this down. I'll do the 3 times 2 is 6. If I recall, that should be 72, but let's do the long work. 12 times 6. 6 and 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 72. Our volume is 72. Our units are centimeters. Again, it's volume and it's 3 dimensions. So it's centimeters cubed. Or cubic centimeters. It's all the same. All right. Do we have time for one more? Sure. One more quickly. Length is 6 yards. YD for short. 1 yard. Yard to inches? Sure. Yard to inches. 36 inches exactly. Okay? 1 yard is exactly 36 inches. I already had to. Supposed to do it the other way, but it's 3 feet. Okay? I took the easy way. All right. 6 yards, 2 yards, and how big is a backyard? I'm just kidding. And 1 yard. All right. Substitute. Length is 6. Width is 2. And of course, any value multiplied by 1 is just going to be the same value. Our answer is 12 yards cubed. And that's it. Stay tuned for more examples and instruction. I am enjoying doing this for you guys and gals. Again, supporting all students, whether you are in school or at home learning. Here to support you. I'm enjoying it. Thank you for being here and supporting all parents as well. I am Johnny. I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.